How's it going, Team Forsaken? Omega here, along with Airsoft Matt, and welcome to the first installment of Mail Call.
Okay, so our first question comes from capital L, lowercase l, capital M, lowercase m, and he asks, what store do you suggest to buy from online? We suggest Evike or Airsoft Junkies. And we'll elaborate on both. Evike, especially if you're just starting to get into Airsoft, they have such a wide range for beginners, intermediates, or advanced players to choose from, with great competitive prices between all their items, and they just have a good overall range of stuff for you to choose from. They're very good with communication. You can reach them easily. They answer emails quickly. They'll answer the phone, and they get your stuff to you very quickly, and they have many shipping options, and I believe they do ship overseas as well. Now, Airsoft Junkies is a bit pricier. They have most of their stuff is high-end. They're known for their HPA systems, so if you're looking for an HPA setup or really high-end AEG that is custom upgraded for you, they'll sell you those because they custom build guns to your order sometimes. So if you're looking for more advanced stuff, you want to upgrade your arsenal already, or you just want to upgrade a gun, I'd say go to Airsoft Junkies if you're just getting into it, or you're already into the sport of Airsoft and you just want to find a huge range of stuff to choose from at good prices. Go to Evike.
Alright, our next question comes from 3Pock. He's wanting to know, will you be attending Dragon Rogue 4? Yes. We'll be going.
Mm-hmm. It's at our home field, Georgetown.
Had a brain fart.
Yeah. It's hosted by Team Airsoft at Georgetown, which is in Dawsonville, Georgia. Look up Dragon Rogue 4. Don't remember if it's Milsom West.
Maybe.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
We can find a link for it. We'll put it down there.
We'll put it down there, and you guys can go to that link, sign up, look at the details, and I believe it's on Team Airsoft's Facebook page. If you guys go there, they may already have stuff about it. They always do far in advance, so you guys can go there, look at the events, see what's scheduled, and get your tickets there as well.
Speaking of stuff like that, if you live on the East Coast, well, I guess more specifically Georgia, go to Facebook and get on Georgia Airsoft Community.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Yeah, there's a new one. And that'll give you more of an update of what's going on in Georgia.
Yeah. Okay, so our next question comes from Ethan Lillian. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. He asks, I currently have a Masada with top rails only. My friend gave me a scope, and I wanted to turn it into a DMR. At the same time, I play some CQB, and I was just wondering if I should run a scope or something else. Thanks, guys. I love your content.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Okay, so you're asking if you should run the scope because you want to turn it into a DMR, but you also play some CQB. If you play in outdoor fields, I would say run the scope. But here's my question to you. If you want to turn it into a DMR, but you play some CQB, a DMR build internally would not be the right thing to do for a CQB setup, because most indoor arenas or areas only allowed up to 350 FPS, and if you're turning it into a DMR, it's going to be above that FPS range. Now, if you're going for the aesthetic look of a DMR, and you just keep it within that low FPS range, I'd say put on it whatever makes you happy, because at the end of the day, you want to make your gun look the way you want to make it look. So just put on whatever you want to put on.
Yeah, I'd probably go with something like kind of like maybe an ACOG scope, because you got a little bit of range, but then
but at the same time you're not
closer.
Yeah, at the same time you're not all the way in.
Yeah,
and especially with indoor and airsoft in general, you don't need extreme magnification of a scope. So I keep that in mind. What I said about the DMR, if you want to turn it into that DMR role, I necessarily wouldn't use that gun in a CQB area. Maybe keep that for some outdoor field play. But if you're just going for aesthetics, do whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the option to buy a second gun, I would do that. Yeah. Just so you have something kind of like a sniper and then a CQB gun. Yep. Okay, so our next comment comes from capital L, capital M, little m. And he asks, can you do a video on equipment and attachments, like what's needed and what's not for CQB compared to MilSim? Well, we've actually already planned on doing a video just like that, so you can watch for that in the future. That'll give you all the answers you need.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole video on that, and that'll be soon to come in the near future. Look out for it in the next couple weeks here. We're going to have a complete video discussing what you want to bring to a CQB arena, what you want to bring to outdoor, and what you want to bring to MilSim, and what you don't want to bring to all three of those.
Right.
So we're going to have a whole video on that. Like Omega said, stay tuned for that. Okay, so our final question for this mail call video comes from Gavin Rosenblatt. He asks, what do you think about the Scorpion Evo? Okay, so I've only had a chance to get my hands on a Scorpion Evo once, but I really like the feel of it. The ergonomics of the gun are amazing. It is an SMG, so it's supposed to have good ergonomics, but compared to other PDWs and SMGs out on the market, it was one of the best I've ever held. Okay, so the ASG Evo is a polymer build SMG, and it has a custom gearbox along with an electronic trigger system. It also has empty mag detection and a burst fire mode, which I think is really cool. So that's just some of the things that you'll get straight out of the box with the Evo. I think that's really cool. It already kind of puts it ahead of some other airsoft guns on the market that come straight out of the box with no upgrades or any cool little things like that. Okay, so like I said before, the gun just looks and feels really good. It's made of a reinforced polymer material with fiber, just like the real Evo is. Okay, so kind of the last couple things is the weight and the specs of it. It's kind of heavy for a PDW or an SMG, especially made out of polymer. It comes at around 6 pounds. Now, even though that 6 pounds can be kind of heavy in a very tightly held gun, the balance of the gun is very well made. It's not top heavy, it's not back heavy, it's very well balanced. Like I said, it's between 18 and 26 inches, so it's very compact, pretty small. I don't remember exactly how long the inner barrel is. I want to say around 265 millimeters.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty small inner barrel, so right out of the box, I wouldn't say take it out to the field. I'd say it's more of a CQB kind of gun. But at the end of the day, I would definitely recommend it. I've always wanted to get my hands on one, and I just haven't had the chance to. But would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would totally use it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things I've noticed for it as well. Like there's a bunch of cool upgrades you could get, like different stocks, there's so much stuff. I've seen some of it's built really, really nice.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff out on the market and a lot of aftermarket products that you can put on the gun. There's a lot of rail space and a lot of areas that you can put multiple attachments. So if you are playing CQB in, you can put a laser, a flashlight with pressure plates. You can put scopes and just many different things on there.
There's a ton.
You can just trick it out to however you want it. So at the end of the day, I'd say it's a good gun. Yeah. I've always wanted to get my hands on one. I've always wanted to have one, so I would definitely recommend it. Alright, so thanks for watching this first installment of the mail call. If there's anything that you guys want to see different, want to see done differently, or some things that we could have improved on, leave that down in the comment section of this video. And also, like we said in the previous video announcing this mail call, this video in the comment section is where you're going to put the questions for next week's video. So make sure you guys jump on that. We were kind of sparse for comments on this one. We had to kind of go back and find some good there were a lot of good comments from other videos that we had, but not many on this one. So we're looking to see your questions that you guys want answered mainly on this video. It'll just give us a bunch of good points to choose from, and you guys will get your questions answered. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And this is Airsoft Matt and Omega signing out.